The Antarctic Enigma, a flightless continent, Antarctica. The name conjures images of icy plains, towering glaciers, and penguins waddling about. It's a place of stark beauty and unforgiving conditions. A common question arises when we glance at world maps. Why don't planes fly over Antarctica? It seems like a straight shot, right? Well, the answer is more complicated than you might think. Antarctica, while visually appealing on a map, presents a unique set of challenges for commercial aviation. The most direct routes between certain destinations do indeed pass over this icy continent. For instance, a flight from Santiago, Chile to Sydney, Australia, would theoretically be quicker by flying over Antarctica. However, a combination of factors makes these routes impractical, and in some cases downright dangerous. It's not just about avoiding a chilly encounter with an iceberg. The reasons are deeply rooted in geography, climate, and aviation regulations. These factors create a perfect storm, making regular commercial flights over Antarctica a rare sight. The infrastructure iceberg. Where's the runway? Imagine flying over a vast, icy desert. Beautiful, yes, but also unforgiving. Now imagine your plane needs to make an emergency landing. Where would it go? This is the reality of Antarctica's infrastructure, or rather the lack thereof. The continent has few airports capable of handling large commercial aircraft. Building and maintaining airports in Antarctica is a Herculean task. The extreme cold, shifting ice, and constant threat of blizzards make construction a logistical nightmare. Even if an airport were built, keeping it operational year-round would be a constant battle against the elements. Refueling poses another challenge. Jet fuel freezes at extremely low temperatures, making storage and transfer in Antarctica's climate a complex operation. This lack of readily available fuel makes long-haul flights over the continent a risky proposition. Without the necessary infrastructure such as airports and refueling stations, commercial flights over Antarctica become more of a logistical hurdle than a viable option. Weathering the storm. Antarctica's frigid embrace. Antarctica is notorious for its extreme weather. Blizzards can whip up in an instant, reducing visibility to almost zero. Temperatures can plunge to bone-chilling lows, testing the limits of aircraft and human endurance. These aren't conditions your average Boeing 747 is equipped to handle. Flying in these conditions requires specialized pilot training and aircraft modifications. Pilots need to be adept at navigating through whiteouts and handling extreme turbulence. Aircraft require special cold weather adaptations to ensure their systems function properly in sub-zero temperatures. These specialized requirements add a layer of complexity and cost that most commercial airlines aren't willing to shoulder. The risk versus reward analysis simply doesn't add up for regular passenger flights. Section 4. Navigating the regulatory skies, EOPs and the flight plan. Imagine a set of rules dictating how far a twin-engine plane can stray from the nearest airport. These rules, known as ETOPs or extended twin-engine operations, exist for a reason: safety. They ensure that in case of an engine failure, a plane can safely land at a nearby airport. Antarctica, with its lack of suitable landing options, throws a wrench into these carefully crafted regulations. While ETOPs regulations have become more lenient in recent years, allowing for longer flights over water, Antarctica's remoteness still poses a challenge. The sheer distance from potential diversion airports makes flying over the continent a regulatory tightrope walk. Add to that the aforementioned lack of infrastructure and extreme weather, and it becomes clear why airlines are hesitant to incorporate Antarctic routes into their flight plans. Section 5. Penguins, population, and the future of Antarctic aviation. There's another, lighter reason why airlines might think twice before flying over Antarctica penguins. Okay, maybe not entirely, but the anecdote highlights a point. Penguins, with their lack of natural land predators, are remarkably fearless of humans. Imagine a flock of them nonchalantly waddling across a runway as a plane is about to land. While penguin-induced flight delays are unlikely, the story touches upon a valid point: the lack of demand. The vast majority of the world's population lives in the northern hemisphere, making flights over Antarctica less commercially viable. Most of the southern hemisphere's population is clustered around the equator, again, not needing to take a detour over the South Pole. However, as technology advances and our understanding of Antarctica grows, who knows what the future holds? Perhaps one day, flying over the icy continent will be as commonplace as flying over the Atlantic. Until then, Antarctica remains a land of mystery and adventure, best explored by those intrepid souls willing to brave the journey by sea or specialized flights.
Like, comment, and subscribe.
Please, 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 I'm begging you, please, I'm desperate, I don't know what to do, please subscribe.
Let me know what you think in the comments.
Thank you for your patronage.